Good day there, YouTubers. What we have today is a 2.5 pound maul for Jokerman Electronics for one of his customers. Now, they requested a variable power in this unit. I would have never done the variable power because, you know, in order to make the real watts with this amplifier like we post on the website, you kind of have to drive it. You have to drive these amps. Usually with a one pill, we'll get them up to the watts that they can perform at. You know, which this amp is capable of about 450 to 550 PEP and anywhere from 250 to 350 RMS. But when you do that variable in there, it's a little harder to drive, and most likely the first thing you're going to do is just blow out that variable. They can't handle all those watts going into it. But here we go, and look at that surprise there. Okay, and I said this before in another video. You know, these, I bought the last bit of these SRF 3662s. That's the pill that's been covered up for the past year. I was using them before Mr. Smarty Pants out there in Ohio tried to test them out, and you know, we were using them then, and that's what was blacked out the whole time. So no big secret, you know, he did figure it out. Props to him on figuring it out, but he didn't stick with them. So you know, I guess he elected to go other ways, but we went that way for now, and now we're back into the Toshibas. We just had to raise the price on the amps a little bit to accommodate the price on the Toshibas. But this is what you got. 3662s, very, very good pill. No complaints with them. They're a high gain pill. We volted these suckers all the way up to about 24 volts with no issues. I know some other people have said they've kind of had the cat come out the bag a little bit higher, but that could just be their build. You know, I don't build the same amp as those guys do, so very, very hard to say. Not dogging on anybody's design. I don't know what they're doing. You know, I just know that we repair a lot of different amps, and we see some of the stuff they're doing, and we know why, you know, some things happen. But let's get on with this man's amp here before I get rattling on with stuff. You know, of course, it's a big 2-pill. And as you see, everything in there. So let's get the show on the road. I'm going to flip on the old power supply down here. 14.5 on the voltage is usually what we run. Our stock Cobra 29. Stock Cobra 29 now. Now what I'm doing here is I'm turning the slug back around because in my last video I had to go forward to show the watts out the radio, which I can do that here. Matter of fact, the amp ain't on. It is a 5-watt slug. Okay? So we're going to read this meter, 5 watts. So this is RMS, okay? This radio, like I tell everybody in videos, is not tuned. Let's drop this dead key back. About 2 watts. Oh, yeah. And as you see, about 4.5. Okay, so we get about 4.5 watts out of it, which in turn gives us about 12 to 16 peak watts. Somewhere in there, if the multiplication factor is right. I don't have a peak slug in here to show you on that peak meter. It's just too much of a mess to change around. But let me get this thing fired up. We'll get the dead key set first because I'm not real sure where the dead key is. Okay. Let's get this thing set up for you. Okay. Turn the reflex slug back around. Okay. So we're working a 1,000 watt, 2,500, about a 40 watt dead key. Reflex looks phenomenal. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So 225 and about 130 on the RMS. Reflect audio, 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 audio. Look at that, perfect. Doesn't move at all. But there you go, man. We'll go ahead and show you a couple things on this this amp for you. Of course, it's a 2.5. Now, this amp could do more watts if we didn't have this variable in there. Okay, most likely it would probably do about 250, 260 somewhere in there, and about 140, 150 RMS. I mean, really, you want to drive these things. But just give you a little lowdown of what we got going on here. 3-pill, high flow fan in it. We don't never shortchange nobody. Teflon connectors. Of course, your on and off, military grade variable. Small rubber feet on the bottom. And in case you want to mount this guy somewhere, it comes with a mounting bracket. And we include the screws with it for you, buddy. So there you go. Hope you enjoy your new amplifier. We're going to get this thing out the door for you. Old Stickman at the No Name Amp CB shop. If this is something that you'd like to have done, give me a shout. I'll help you out. We'll see you. Bye, bye, bye.